Wagwan, everyone. I hope you're doing well. Welcome back to another stream up on Tereak Talks. Hope you're doing well, people. Hope you're having a great weekend. Sunday today. For me, it's been a very chilled Sunday. Haven't really been doing much. Had a nice little lie-in that I wasn't able to have yesterday because we did the watch long and those things. Had to get stuff sorted. But yesterday, Saturday night, I did have my pizza. Those who joined me for the Arsenal watch along, and I did say, I remember Moss was in there saying, hope you enjoy your pizza. I had a great one. I had a great time. Thank you to Tishi, M, and Edmin for hosting a great mystery party. That was a celebration for my birthday, which was last week, but we delayed it. And I'm glad we did because, you know what, it was thoroughly enjoyable. And thank you to those guys. So, yeah, but here we are. That's enough about me. You're here, and you're here to talk and watch the Chelsea versus Manchester United game with myself and with the TTF. If you are new, hit that subscribe button. And if you haven't done so already, don't forget, people, to hit that like button whilst you enter the stream. Take your shoes off because this is going to be a good one. Very interesting watching both sides. I'll break that down into a little bit. We've got how many minutes till kick-off now? Sorry, people, very unprofessional. We've got about 9 minutes till kick-off. Let me run through the comments first, and then I'll show you the lineups of both teams. We've got Merry Christmas. How you doing, Moss? What do Man United fans think of no CR7? Saving him for the Arsenal. Probably, that's what it seems like. Know-how up in the building, up in the place. He's taking his shoes off already. I know-how does. I wouldn't be surprised if Ranić used Ronaldo as a super sub ongoing. Interesting. I've got my thoughts on that. I thought of something today when I was in the shower to do with that. See, my mind doesn't stop when it comes to football. I was thinking about something with Ronaldo and Ranić. Yeah, I'll get into that. Sounds a bit weird. I was thinking about them in the shower, but not in that way. Casey, their logic. Wait there. Before I even go, wait there, Casey. Guess who's back? Casey's back. Back again. How are you doing, Casey? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're keeping well. Hope you're having a great weekend. Big Alan Casey, the Manchester United fan as well. Their logic to give him a break every now and then. He is 37, maybe CR7. He's better utilised as a squad player over the next 2 to 3 seasons. Interesting. We've got Wilf up in that place. Hope you're doing well, Wilf. Still buzzing after the Arsenal win. Afternoon, Tereak Talks fam, early gang, and latecomers. He knows. You know there is going to be people that turn up late, but lateness is greatness. So, yes, big up to everyone who is watching, who is clocking in. And you know what? I hope you're all doing well. Know-how, I think you may be right about CR7 and Super Sub. Know-how, Big Wilf there is agreeing with you. Big up T, Rich up in the building. Eagle Eye Football, Crystal Palace. I know you're still hurt. You must be hurting after the performance, not just the result. But I hope you're doing good, Rich. I hope you're keeping well. I hope you're having a great Sunday so far. Afternoon, everyone. Exactly. It's getting evening time now. This is like afternoon in the summer, but evening in the winter now. Kickoff is going to happen in about how many minutes? About 5 minutes or 7 minutes. So I need to run through these quickly. Sorry. Sinuses are going mad. They're worried about Ralph. They worried Ralph about Arsenal. Not too sure. Buenos dias, Casey. AT Money or Edmin, send Creambone Wilf an FPL T Talks invite as is in Harry's League. Okay. I will Ed, if you are watching, would you be able to send that to Wilf? Please. Actually, no, it'd probably be me. But Wilf, the code is in the description below. It should be there. If one of you guys don't mind just popping that into the chat just in case so that Wilf's able to do it. Chris, if you can do that, or Moss, I don't know. It's because your name's Merry Christmas now. It's getting me. I saw Harry like that name as well, Moss. Think I am at least 59 points now. FPL, how y'all doing? Yeah, not as good as you. Oh, it finished 2-1 to Man City in the end. It was 1-0 until the 90th minute. I didn't even know that. I'll be talking more about that in the show later tonight. I'll be doing a show later on this evening, so stay tuned for that. On the Premier League review, roundup review show, talking about the predictions that you guys made, the predictions that we made. Seen a couple. I won't have seen the Leicester or Watford game or Manchester City, West Ham, but I'll have a look at the goals after, and I'll get my research all done and dusted for that one for you guys. So yes, Our squad depth is poor. We're relying on Fred again. Matic is sluggish. I'll get into that right now. Do you know what? I think that's perfect time. Before I do that, we've got hello, Grace. What happened to the second hello? Forgot my second one. Whoops. Hope you're doing well, Grace. Watching your team. It's been a while, Grace, since I've seen your team. And also, I saw your link to your stream. The notification, it popped up. I'm sorry I wasn't there. As I said, I was at Edmonds and TGM's house playing a mystery party, murder mystery. Have a guess who got it right? I wasn't the murderer, but I got it right. And so did you, TGM. So big shout out to you. Second time in a row now. So yeah, I'm on it for a hat trick when it comes to that murder mystery. So basically, if you think of Cluedo, but you're actually living it. Do you know what I mean? So it's quite cool. I really enjoy those things. You forgot your second hello. So yes, Grace, big shout out to you. Watching your team has been a while. Casey, what's that silly thing on your head? Look it back, Casey. It's called a do-rag, yeah? It's called a do-rag, my brother. Yeah, man. It's a very Afro-Caribbean thing, really, do-rags. I actually bought these for lockdown, the lockdown looks, because, it was a bit hard then. But anyways, I did say that I was going to go into that, but let me give a big shout out to Jay. Yes, T-Bro, what's good? I'm blessed, man. I thank you for asking. Hope you're doing well. I know you're not going to be too great after the Crystal Palace result, Jay, but you know what? It is what it is. Hopefully it can be a kick up the backside for you guys. So yeah. And I watched Rich's stream afterwards, and I saw you in the comments putting a lot of wisdom in there, a lot of cool, calm, balanced, respectful, respected heads and calming people down a little bit. So yeah, man, big up yourself, Jay. But let me go into the lineups now before the game does kick off. The players are lining up. We've got Mendy in goal, Chalobah, Silva, Rudiger at the back, making up the back three. We got Reece James at right wing back. Marcus Alonso comes in for the injured Ben Chilwell. I did put Alonso on my team, so I'm glad he went with that there. But we have Loftus-Cheek deputising for the injured N'Golo Kante and Mateo Kovacic. As usual, Jorginho in that midfield is next to him. So that's going to be an interesting game for big RLC. He's when he's come on, he has looked pretty decent. For that third goal against Juventus, he did really well there. He's a very good footballer, though, isn't he, Ruben Loftus-Cheek? Jay, you would know. Played at Crystal Palace on loan. Had a very good loan spell there too. So yeah, he's got all the tools. He's got the talent. He's played in the World Cup. Was it the World Cup? Yeah, was it the World Cup? It was the World Cup, wasn't it? It was the World Cup. Yeah, played in the World Cup for England. Very good, tall, very technically sound. Eye for goal as well. He does have an eye for goal. He's got all the tools to be a really good player, just hasn't quite worked out because of injuries and other things. But yeah, hopefully Ruben Loftus-Cheek can have a good performance today, because you know what? We need more players in England in that midfield, like with the likes of Loftus-Cheek. So would be happy to see him have a good game. And then we've got in the front three, we've got Callum Hudson-Odoi, who's been amazing in recent weeks, had a revelation towards his career. Talking with AJ. If you guys don't know who AJ is, one of the first people I didn't watch long, haven't seen him for a while. He's not a big fan of Hudson-Odoi. I was saying he's got the talent. You have to wait. He's still very young. He made his debut at 17, but now here he is flourishing. And Thomas Tuchel's getting the best out of him in this left wing position. We've seen previously Thomas Tuchel play him in that left wing back position where Marcos Alonso's played, and then on the odd occasion at right wing back. But I think this is his best position. And now he's adding that end product to his game, being their most creative player going forward. Hudson-Odoi, you got to give credit where credit's due. Timo Werner, off the back of a goal, come back from injuries, first start since that injury. And to the right, Hakim Ziyech, who had a very good pre-season, disrupted by injuries again, and he needs to pick himself up. Big game for Hakim Ziyech right there. And then for Manchester United, quickly, we've got David De Gea, Wan-Bissaka, Lindelof, Bailly, Telles make up the back five. Interesting there. Bailly and Lindelof, I can't remember the last time that they started a game together, but that'll be interesting. Wan-Bissaka at right back as usual, and Telles deputising for the injured Luke Shaw. Then the midfield three of McTominay, Matic and Fred. So that's it. So Fred's fit and he's fit enough to play. That's interesting. It's a change of formation with Bruno Fernandes and Sancho and Rashford. We'll see. I think Bruno may be more of a false nine. And then we're going to have, as we're seeing here, Rashford is on the left, Sancho on the right. I think that's how it will go, not how this has gone here. So this is going to be an interesting game. Guys, I will get into your comments right now. The game is about to kick off. Let me just sort this out for you so that it's nice and zoomed in so you can all see it properly, centrally. This is the timer for you guys. Make sure you can see that right there. Let me get into your comments now, people. I know I've been chatting for a while, talking about the lineups. Interesting game. I did go with a 3-0, and the game has kicked off right now. Chelsea kicking off. Ball being played up long already. It's going to be interesting. I went for a 3-0 victory in my prediction. I don't see Manchester United scoring. Now that big CR7 has been dropped, that says a lot. It's a big statement. Is this Michael Carrick picking his team, or is it a word with Ralph Rangnick, with what Ralph Rangnick wants to see? We'll have to wait and see there. I know it's not been made official yet, but it's basically official. It's basically happened, but it's unofficial news. So, yes. T secretly rooting for a Chelsea win. You know it. When it comes to Manchester, well, we're so far away from you, and if we're gonna, if we are gonna make the top 4, which I don't think we will need you guys to pick up a result here. But here Fred winning the ball off of Loftus-Cheek in the opening minute, but giving away. 2-0 Chelsea, easy. So Grace has got her prediction early. I think this is one of the earliest, Grace, that you have gone with your predictions. I like to see that. But she's gone with a 2-0 easy win for Chelsea. But as if he hadn't started CR7. Big shout, it is a massive shout. My FPL's not even funny, except Pepe. I put in Pepe because he was just a fill-in person. Did you have him in your starting lineup, Grace? I need to have a look what your bench is saying. I'll probably have a look at your team at some point during the stream. Grace, did Borough win? I think so, eh? Yes, they did, didn't they? 2 right, they did, Moss. It was 2-0, was it? Was it 2-1? Chris Wilder at the wheel, doing his thing, Chris Wilder, very good manager, at that side of level. Oh, Werner plays into Hudson-Odoi. Touch goes too far. Lindelof clears it away. You got to fill me in the first 5 minutes because I'm eating my tea. You eating for tea, Grace? You having a Parmo? You having a chicken Parmo? I saw a video today on Rate My Takeaway. If you guys have ever heard of that guy, he's that guy from Leeds. Ziyech has a shot straight down the hair's throat. That's the first shot of the game. Best chance of the game so far. Hang on, let's have a look at this. Callum Hudson-Odoi plays a nice little reverse pass into Ziyech. Lindelof's too far away from him. Has to be tighter there. Boy gets too tight. Ziyech rolls him. But look how far Lindelof is away from that. Takes a deflection, takes a bit of the pace off of it, but he was going to be an easy save for De Gea anyway. Tereak, I think a balaclava would look well on you. Hey. Is that to cover my face, Casey? I hope you're saying that. Oh, I know the trim. I do need one at the moment. No Werner and Chelsea. No Werner. Yeah, Werner is playing. And Chelsea versus CR7 less Man United and no Slabhead. So maybe they have the QC have a chance. Maybe. Talking about Vieira. Thing is, Vieira is capable of change. OGS never was. We'll have to wait and see. Here's Hudson-Odoi, 1v1 with De Gea. Saved. I think the offside flag's up anyway. Is the offside flag up? Oh, big chance already. No, I think it may have gone for a corner. Good diagonal pass from Thiago Silva to the left to Alonso, who nods it. Wan-Bissaka and Lindelof shocking defensively. Hudson-Odoi, he was onside and has to do better with that chance there. He tries to go for the far post curler. David De Gea, as he usually does, makes a big save with his legs. Chelsea should be 1-0 up. Alonso with the corner, swung in, headed away. Hudson-Odoi heads it back out to Alonso. He plays it back to Hudson-Odoi. Oh, Telles is down. I think a free kick has been given. No, it's not. It's Bruno Fernandes. Sorry, not Telles. Wrong Portuguese player. But big chance already for Chelsea in the opening 3 minutes. Should be 1-0 up. That could prove vital in these types of games. We have to wait and see. But David De Gea continuing his outstanding form for Manchester United. Making a crucial save there. Literally holding them. Oh, yeah. Rudiger came in late in the back of Bruno. Bruno will be all right. Never been so nervous for a game. I don't know why, Grace. I thought you said it's going to be an easy 2-0 win. I think you have got this. And the opening 3 minutes, yeah, that says a lot. You should be 1-0 up, Grace. Definitely. Big chance for Hudson-Odoi. Has to finish that. Has to do better. Would have been an Alonso assist for me as well. We've got Leeds midweek on Tuesday. Are you confident against United in midweek? Jay, let me know your thoughts on Leeds on Tuesday, because that's going to be a good one for you guys. It's a big one. Leeds obviously picked up a point against your rivals somehow. Definitely didn't deserve that. Sorry, let me scroll that out. It just probably looks a bit aesthetically better. But yeah, don't know how. Brighton, sorry for swearing, missing so many opportunities. But that's Brighton's problem. Sorry for swearing again. Apologies for my French. But yeah, Man United, I'm never confident. Do you know what? To be quite honest, I can never be too confident with Arsenal anyway, with this young team that we have. And my reason is for that, Jay, because I like to be a bit realistic with this. We have a very young team, even if who's playing bottom of the league. We came up against bottom of the league, Norwich, and we beat them 1-0. We beat Newcastle yesterday. But yeah, man, we don't score enough goals. We don't create enough chances to for me to be confident against any team, especially away from home, against any team in the league. So yeah, even though Man United, and they'll get that new manager bounce as well. Even if Ollie was there, I'll be totally honest, I wouldn't be 100% confident. Because of that young team and that lack of consistency. So yeah, big test for these young guys. It's going to be the first experience playing for Arsenal away at Old Trafford for a lot of them. So yeah, man. And with that new manager bounce, it may prove to be vital. Free kick foul on Lindelof from Werner there. Definitely was a free kick. CB, did Ed or Tereak send you the link? Oh, I haven't sent him the link yet. I haven't. Are we really not playing a striker? Yeah, false 19, isn't it, man? This is it. I don't know. Who do you think's decision is this? Know-how? Is it Ralph? Is it Ralph Rangnick? Do you think having a word with Carrick? Or do you think this is Michael Carrick's decision? He's gone with it. He's trying to show his tactical nous. I did Bruno in that false 9 position, as I thought he would be. 3 in the midfield of Matic, McTominay and Fred. Ziyech, not a great ball there. I'm on 59 points and climbing. Yes, you are. You are doing bits this season, Moss, on the FPL front. Yeah, man, I was above you at one stage, and as soon as you took over, you're just spreading your wings and you're just making that gap larger and larger. You're having a great season, man. So fair play to you. I hope he changes that midfield 2 against Leeds. Yeah, the Kiarte and Luka Milivojevic. I saw you guys in your stream having a lot of criticising that decision and throwing a lot of banter towards them. It's weird why he went for that. Oh, because MacArthur wasn't there. MacArthur wasn't available. Was MacArthur injured or was he suspended or something? Because yeah. Anthony Taylor is the ref. I know your favourite. I know I saw a lot of Chelsea fans talking about that. Throwing a little bit of banter there, saying Man United have an extra player. He's given a decision your way there by a former player, Nemanja Matic. Probably still thinks Matic is playing for Chelsea still. Why he's gone with that decision. Munzi, oi. Hope you're doing well, Munzi. How you feeling about this game, man? We probably needed to lose. We move on into Leeds. Hopefully, a few line-up changes and get the 3 points. Yeah, exactly. Who would you want to see in your midfield? I was thinking Will Hughes myself. And I saw you mentioned it as well, Jay, in Richie's stream. Will Hughes, how's he not getting that midfield? So maybe that's an opportunity for him against Leeds. That'll be interesting to see how he does there. It'll be his first start for a long time. I've not even seen him. Come on, have I? Will Hughes. Come on, my German. Come on, my Werner, my German secret FPL weapon. Jota was yesterday. Yeah, Jota did amazing for you. Ball whipped in, headed away by McTominay, one of the McFredich. Werner, terrible shot. Man United clearing it away. Man United on the back foot throughout all of this game so far, throughout the opening 8 minutes. I've not even seen them do anything in Chelsea's half. Getting battered. Let's hope United get something, as I need to be cheered up for Monday's show. Yeah, it's been a hard season for you, Munzi. I don't see you getting anything, though, unfortunately, mate. From a banter perspective, I'm happy. And I'll be happy if you get nothing. But from a personal perspective, yeah, definitely unfortunate. But you may get something against Arsenal. New manager bounce, Ralph Rangnick. So you have to see there. Then you'll be throwing. And then I know you won't be as easy on me. And I don't expect you to be. Because, this Arsenal-Manchester United rivalry used to be amazing. Headed, but the power was taken off of it. Trevor Chalobah with a header there, I believe. Big up eagle-eyed, my bro. Look at that. Look at everyone showing love in the comments. Where is Edmonds? Good question, man. I don't know where he is. He's not in today. I'm second in the FPL league. What? Second bottom? 2-1 Borough. That's what it was. Guys, I'm catching up to your comments right now. Sorry if I miss a few. If I do miss a few, I've just scrolled all the way down to the bottom. So yeah, just to make sure that I'm in time with everything. Chuck, if you use any questions, have a look and well, send them again, please. Keep getting interacting, people. Don't forget to hit that like button if you haven't already, and keep sending your comments in. And if you are new, hit that subscribe button too. And if you do like this channel so much and you want to get other people involved, I'll be more than grateful to for you guys to share it. Are there enough emergency services on hand for this Man United massacre? It's not starting great so far. Ronaldo's not looking happy on the bench. Paxson up in a place. Tesco version of pressing football. Carrick trying to impress so he can keep a coaching job. We'll have to wait and see. Ralph Rangnick. I think that there's not been any news on that I'm aware about Manchester United changing their coaches. So as far as I'm aware, I think that Michael Carrick will still be there even when Ralph's in charge. I think I think what Man United want is for Ralph to develop these young coaches with the likes of McKenna, Carrick. I remember I was on Munzie's channel and there was Rusty. Big up Rusty if you're watching. But yeah, he was talking about McKenna, saying when he was brought in, he was one of the most sought after coaches in Europe at the time. Jota, amazing pick. And Werner today. Yes, you have got Werner. We'll have to wait and see how that does. He'll have to do something in the first 60 minutes because I could see Lukaku coming on for him at some point. Fred, Matic, they scared or what? They must be. Keep Tottenham players for a double game week. Burnley is one fixture. Another favourable one means triple captain Kane or Son. Yeah, I don't know. With Spurs at the moment. I don't think you can come in with much confidence on that, Casey, with how they've been performing. They scraped a win against Leeds, against a very depleted Leeds side, and Tottenham were very poor in that first half of that game. And then obviously everybody knows what happened on Thursday night in the Europa Conference League. Here we go, Werner could be in. No, De Gea's off his line and he clears and he goes long. That Leeds game was well boring yesterday. Not good for NBC American viewings. I don't think it was that boring. Well, from what I saw the first half. The second half may have been a bit of a different story. I was on my way to Edmonds. But yeah, that first half, it was a battering these got battered by Brighton. Casey, ain't no spuds ever going into Moss FC champion lineup no matter what. Keeping his tribalism there on FPL. Hughes, Gallagher and Schlupp. Okay, interesting. That's a big change in that midfield, taking out two players. No Kiyata anymore. For me, what I'm going to say is, though, defensive. I don't think there's much of a defensive presence in that midfield. So I'd probably keep... For me, obviously, I'm not a Palace fan, so take it with a pinch of salt. I would go with Hughes, Gallagher and Kiyate, me. I think Kiar's been all right, decent in a few games this season, and I think it'd be a bit harsh to drop him off of that performance. So yeah, I'd keep Kiyate in there. Maybe Luca. Luca hasn't been great this season, even when he's been playing. So yeah, Hughes, Gallagher and Kiyate. A bit of steel in there. I know Schlupp provides a lot of energy for you guys, but more of a defensive know-how. No pun intended. Shout out know-how. Ralph is bringing in at least two coaches, so we will see. Interesting one there. Thanks for bringing me up on that, Paxton. Do you know who those two coaches are? Or are they pretty unknown? Bit of a press here by Man United, but Chelsea playing out of it. Here's Loftus-Cheek now. If Chelsea can progress the ball forward. Rudiger. Got Sancho chasing. Sancho can't keep up with Antonio Rudiger. Alonso gets a decent ball in, but no one's there. Makes its way out to Reece James, the man in form for Chelsea. Probably their biggest goal threat. Isn't he their top goal scorer this season? Reece James, here he is now. On that right side, plays it back towards Chalobah. He plays it back in the centre towards Thiago Silva. Plays it out left to Rudiger, who looks... And he plays it back right towards Thiago Silva. Thiago Silva switches it out to Reece James on that right flank. Touchdown. Reece James, reverse pass into Ziyech. He plays it... No, he doesn't play it back. He decides to try and take on Bailly, and Bailly gets the better of him there. And United can't get the ball clear, and the pressure is maintained by Chelsea. Good bit of pressure, sustained pressure in these opening 15 minutes by Chelsea and Manchester United here. Lamptey and Cucurella are well good. Yes, they are. Lamptey was on fire yesterday, created so many opportunities where Brighton should have scored. Boy, Lamptey... Arsenal, keep your eyes on him. I know we've been linked with him in the past, but probably didn't decide to go for him because of those injury issues that he did have, Moss. So, offside. Paul, that's Paul from Hudson-Odoi. No, what's on Thursday night in the Europa Conference team winning exactly? Lucas Moura beating Tottenham by 2-1. Shocking. Where's Shaw? I know Slabhead and Varane are unfit. Luke Shaw had concussion. He's sustained a head injury against Watford, so he's not past cleared fit to play. I think it might be more of a precaution, with the concussion rules and those things there. So yeah, he's got a head injury at the moment, unavailable. Gallagher is money. Tell me about it. Lars, his second-hand man, and I don't know about the other one. Okay, interesting there. So it might actually be a big revamp at Old Trafford, indeed. And in terms of what Know-How was saying earlier, Know-How, if you're still watching, about CR7, the thought that I had about CR7 in the shower was, I'm not too sure if this Ralph Rangnick thing's going to work, because I think you've gone from one extreme to the other, which, as Manchester United fans, in the long term, I think that's the right decision. Don't get me wrong. But in the short term, I've seen a lot of Man United fans saying, you know what, maybe could win a trophy. And win the Champions League or challenge for an FA Cup type of thing, like Thomas Tuchel did. I think it's a completely different situation. I think it's a lazy argument and a lazy comparison to say that Manchester United are going to have the same success as Chelsea did with Thomas Tuchel coming in. I think because you look at a German coach sacking in the mid-season with a lot of optimism at the start, young manager, a previous legend failing. I think it is quite lazy in that aspect to presume that, because I think there's way more issues at Manchester United than there was at Chelsea. For example, in terms of how Ralph wants to play, I don't think he has the squad built for that. Chelsea, when they were making signings, they made signings of a similar profile with the likes of Werner, Kai Havertz, Ziyech and whatnot, and Chilwell even. Whereas Manchester United, we know with their signings, it's been all over the place, signing the likes of Cavani, Ronaldo, and then having the opposite end of the spectrum like Sancho, Van de Beek even, who haven't hit the ground running under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I think those players will thrive. The likes of Greenwood, the likes of Fred, even McTominay, I think he will thrive as well. Sancho, Van de Beek especially, I think he'll be the big player. But then we'll see the likes of Ronaldo, what's going to happen with him, Pogba, those types of players. It's going to be an interesting one. I don't think you're going to have great short-term success, but long-term, it will do your club a lot of good. And you have to be patient, guys. You're going to have to be patient. But here's Ziyech now, tries to go for the curler in the far corner. Poor effort in the end from Hakim Ziyech. Needs to do better there. I've seen your comment there, Paxton. Thinking about Ronaldo in the shower tee. Yes, in terms of a football sense. Not how you're thinking, yeah. I haven't got my CR7 boxers. You know what I mean? I'm not that much of a fanboy. Bay would be amazing if his hamstrings were not made out of cheese strings. Yeah, it's not ham, it's cheese. That's what it is. Yeah, it's a shame, man. Breadsticks for hamstrings. That's what he's got. Shocking. But yeah, he'll probably play. He does. I remember him playing really well at Chelsea, against Chelsea at Old Trafford when you beat them 2-0 with Ollie under Lampard, and he did that like nice little fake shot in the box, showed his cool, calm, composed side to his game, sent back where you going. I remember that. Yeah, man. Bay would be an amazing centre back. I think he'd be a lot better if he was not made out of biscuits. So 18 minutes gone so far. All Chelsea on the ball. They've had a couple chances, not a few, I'd say. The Hayes made some big saves already. Dude, thinking about CR7 in the shower. Nah, man, that's wrong on so many levels. I knew it came out. I knew it'd come out wrong. Ralph will get us top 4 and take us to the quarters and set up for Ten Hag to come in. Paxton, I might be wrong on this one. However, here we go. Alonso now in behind. Wan-Bissaka recovers and wins the ball back. He defends very well there. Wan-Bissaka does. Taylor. Oh, that's a foul on Sancho by Rudiger. Stupid that was. But yeah, Paxton, in terms of that though, I think you're being a bit too optimistic, man. Ralph, it's a complete change. It's a massive turnover, and It's going to take a while, man. It's going to take a while. So United fans, be patient. Trust me. I don't think you'll reach the quarters, man. I think it might be. We'll have to wait and see. Top four is going to be a difficult one. It all depends on how you start, really. But be patient, guys. Be patient. Can United ever turn it around? If so, how many seasons will it take? Under Ralph, if you stick with the Ralph Rangnick project, for my guess, off the top of my head, without much thought, Casey, I'm going to have to give it more thought to give you a proper and thorough answer. I'm going to say at least 3 seasons to get where you want to be as Manchester United fans, challenging for Premier League titles. I think it might take minimum 3 seasons because you're going to have to get through a lot of deadwood. What's going to happen with Ronaldo under Rangnick? By the way, remember that. Ronaldo's going to have a lot of power and presence in the dressing room, upsetting those types of players. It's not going to be easy. And then little clicks might be made. You're going to have to get rid of them. You're going to have to weed that out. The likes of Matic, what's going to happen with him? Mata, you still got Jesse Lingard, Wan-Bissaka, Luke Shaw, who Ralph Rangnick has previously spoken about and not been a big fan of Luke Shaw. So, yeah, it's going to be very interesting what happens at Manchester United. And this season at Manchester United, you guys are going to be the most interesting watch. I'm going to be watching you with a keen eye. I'll be bringing a lot of watch-alongs. I'll be saying and speaking to you guys, telling you what my differences I'm seeing as a neutral, as an outsider who isn't emotionally involved into your club. So, like I'm not seeing any difference now under Carrick in these 2 games than we've seen under Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. In all fairness, I'm not seeing any difference at all in these opening 20 minutes. But we are only 20 minutes in. We'll have to wait and see what happens for the rest of the game. But yeah, you guys are going to be so interesting to watch this season and what's going to happen. It's quite hard to predict. Tereak, I'm not, and I'm not thinking about CR7 like that in the shower. I hope you don't think about it in the shower. I don't, Casey. I won't trust me, Casey. I won't be thinking about you in the shower. Oof, that'll give me nightmares. At least 3 seasons to turn it around. Ronaldo will leave if we don't get CL football or after the next season anyway, so it won't be easy. I agree with you there, Paxton. Spot on. You've hit the nail on the head there, my brother. Pretty sure Poch will be there in the summer. We'll have to wait and see. There's quite a few candidates. Poch or Ten Hag wouldn't surprise me. Oh, Wan-Bissaka did poorly on that cross there. Alonso couldn't react to it. Man United trying to play out the back. Let's see what happens here. Chelsea will put on a good press and a very organised press. Wan-Bissaka now. Nice bit of trickery there. Man United play through it. But McTominay can't get the ball under control, though. His lack of technical ability right there. Scott McTominay. Can't take Man U in a year. I don't think so. Not under Ralph Rangnick. Conte, there's too much of a disparity in terms of how both coaches want football to be played. No, not for me. Would a statement signing of Erling Haaland quicken up our turnaround? Not sure, Casey. Not sure about that. I think if he was to sign an elite defensive midfielder, that would quicken the turnaround because that's what a lot of your problems are based around now, a defensive midfielder. But with Ralph Rangnick, you know what? It's not even about names or names. He doesn't really care about that. He wants players to suit a profile. And you'll see a lot of players that you probably haven't heard of or haven't seen much at Manchester United. Bruno can't take advantage of that loose ball there. But Chelsea, can they hit Man United on the counter-attack? Loftus-Cheek, nice little Ronaldo chop inside. Goes out left to Hudson-Odoi. He's been doubled up by Sancho and Wan-Bissaka. Plays it back to Loftus-Cheek. Plays it right to Jorginho. Tries to play it right first time. Poor ball given away to Bruno Fernandes. Good tackle. Well won back by Reece James. Tackles flying in all over the place. Anthony Taylor lets the game flow, though. Loftus-Cheek looks left, plays it to Hudson-Odoi, who's 1v1 with Wan-Bissaka, supported by Sancho. Whipped into the back post, headed wide by Werner. I think Lukaku could have been better in that situation. It's good balling by Hudson-Odoi, but it's a bit too high for Werner. Now, Zidane will be in a job at PSG, so won't let Poch go into the summer. Yeah, exactly. Alan, as if we would sign Haaland. To be honest, as a Gooner, I am concerned about the Rangnick effect. interesting. Yeah, I think it's easy to be because the new manager bounce. It tends to be. We've seen it this season. Palace had to face the brunt of it in the last game. Even Wolves did, picking up a 0-0 draw where Norwich were the better side in that game. So yeah, man, we'll have to wait and see. I think a lot will be said about how that game by the time. So basically, we're in the 25th minute of this game now. I will be able to give you a much better judgment after 25 minutes and how Ralph will do and how that game will go. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see on that one. I'm looking forward to it though. It'll be interesting. I'm looking forward to it from a Gooners perspective as well. Away from home against a big team. James puts a good ball in, but no one's there. It's probably too far ahead of anyone anyway. Ralph in to make assessments, then go. He signed Kimmich for 500k back in the day. There you go. Do you know what I'm saying? Attack isn't Man United's immediate problem. It's the midfield. It's spot on, Wilf. T, you know about West Brom? Do you know anything about Nathan Ferguson? Jay, great question. I do know a bit about Nathan Ferguson, speaking to a lot of West Brom fans. And I've seen him play a couple of times. I think I saw West Brom play against QPR. Nathan Ferguson is a very gifted defender, bro. Like, in terms of, he's so adept. He can play all across the back. He can play right back, left back, centre back. I do think he's better defensively than he is going forward. I think he's more of a defensive option. In the future, long term, Joel Ward replacement for sure. He's still young though, isn't he? Nathan Ferguson. I know he's missed that last 2 years really because of that knee injury that he had. But from what I saw with him, he got man of the match in that game against QPR. And it stood out to me then. And I was like, this guy, I rate players that have that mental side to the game because form doesn't dictate anything to do with that. Because being in the right place, right position as a defender is better than anything else. And he definitely has that into his game. So when I heard that he made that signing, I thought it was a very good signing. I didn't know about his injury when you did make that signing. So it's going to be interesting to see physically how he comes back. He's very tenacious, aggressive, strong into the tackle as well. So yeah, man, Nathan Ferguson, if he does return back to the levels that he has, I think you'll be happy with him. Any good? I think he's good. And it's not just to try and gas up you Palace fans, because if I thought it was a bad signing, I'd be throwing so much shade at you right now. But yeah, man, very high prospect at West Brom. West Brom fans were disappointed when they let him go to see him leave, and that whole situation because he left on a free transfer. Am I right, Jay? Let me know. It was a free transfer, wasn't it? We signed him like 2 years ago, being out injured, but coming back and could be back very soon. Yeah, man, it's going to take a while. Though. Do you remember when I was saying about Eze? It'd take him a while to even get into the team and get used. And even when he's into the team, it'll be interesting to see if he can return back to the levels as quickly as possible when he does make his first start and that, because it might take him the season because of a serious injury like that. But for Nathan Ferguson, it's going to be even longer, bro, because 2 years out is mad thing. Ferguson, Mitchell, yeah, exactly. Future fullbacks right there. And Ferguson can even do. And if you did decide to go to a back three, he's more than adept at playing at a back three. So yeah, man. And he offers cover to that left back position as well. That's what I'm saying. You have to be clever. You have to be an intelligent, smart footballer to be able to play in those positions across the back four or five even. So yeah, man, you're good there, but physically we're gonna have to see how he copes. It might be one of them ones, one of them ballers that you look at and you say, man, I wish he wasn't so injury prone because he'd have been so much better. Like how I think of Abu Diaby back in the day. Abu Diaby was the guy, man. I think he could have been better than Vieira but injuries. I know it's a big shout right there, but he had more to his game than Vieira did in my foul. Matic and Rudiger getting crazy. Rudiger's a bit mental there. But yeah, man, I really did like Diaby back in the day, but injuries let him down. And Arsenal fans will know plenty of that. Wilshere, Rosicky, the rest people. I don't want to get myself depressed. Odegaard and Martinelli will ravage Manchester United and ESR. It'll be interesting to see if Martinelli starts that game. Even though he scored, yeah, Moss. I wouldn't start Martinelli right now. At this moment in time, I wouldn't start Martinelli. If Saka's fit, then obviously Saka starts because Saka was my man of the match yesterday. But If he's not fit, I still wouldn't start Martinelli. I think Martinelli's a good impact sub at the moment. Yeah, I think he's still got a lot to go. What's the show tonight, bro? It's just a Premier League review, man. Yeah, stay tuned for that. Talking about the predictions, the results that's happened in the Premier League, reviewing it, weekend's games, as well as this game as well. So yeah, we'll talk about your game for a little bit. I watched the highlights on that one on Match of the Day. So yeah, man, stay tuned for that. And yeah, I'll let you know how the prediction table's been doing as well. I need to do my tallying up on that one after the game. I'm not quite sure what time it is, but stay tuned. Click that post notifications button. Rudiger's hit the bar. Reece James offside. Rudiger smacks the crossbar from outside the box. It's caused the hair a bit of pain as well. That strike. Rudiger. Woo! What a hit that is. The hair gets a fingertip, but it doesn't really change the direction. I think it was hitting the bar anyway. Out of nowhere. Smacks the bar. I think the hair had it covered anyway if it was on target. That's coming tomorrow, Jay. That is tomorrow night show, the preview for the midweek games. I'll be doing that Monday night. So stay tuned for that one, my brother. Yeah. So yeah, man, it'll be good though. Midweek games is massive. Talking about your game, because that's going to be huge for both sides. Bigger for Leeds, obviously, because of the situation they're at. We're in the table. But for you guys, in terms of performance, getting back on track, yeah, it's huge. Huge game. And then obviously we've got Man United, Arsenal, Everton, Liverpool, Aston Villa, Man City. So yeah, man, looking forward to this week's games. Werner has a shot, drags it wide, deflected, goes for a corner. Good shout on DRB. Paxton saying, a real question here. Who's more boring, Michael Carrick or James Milner? I think Michael Carrick was a better footballer than James Milner, you know. James Milner's a very efficient, effective footballer, but Michael Carrick was a great footballer at least. So I'll say James Milner was more boring. Michael Carrick was cultured and quite disrespected in his days. Well, not disrespected, but underrated. Headed away and had a massive influence, huge influence on Manchester United with their last years under Fergie. Is that another injury? No, all the players are up and out. Man United have got about 7 players at the back there. Ziyech into the box. Bailly gets across to the back post. Makes his way out to Hudson-Odoi. Hudson-Odoi 1v1 with Wan-Bissaka. Goes out for another corner. The pressure's piling on Manchester United here. Good shout. I already read that. But yeah, man. Sad, man. Huge loss that was for DRB. Disappointed, man. I love that guy as well. Remember against Anfield, against Liverpool. Oh, what a player. He had a great performance, and that was in the Champions League. Alonso misses everyone, makes his way out to Ziyech. He cuts it back, reverse past the Werner. He's got all the time in the world. Man United get bodies there, clear it. Matic gets it clear, but he makes his way out to Hudson-Odoi. The pressure is being piled on top of Manchester United right here. They can't get out. United can't. Oh, man. Mama G. We got Tish as well up in the building. Tish M. Hey. Hope you're doing well, sis. Thank you. I gave you a big shout out at the start. Thank you for the murder mystery party. Thank you so much. I really enjoyed that, sis. I'm going to try and join you for the preview on Monday, but we'll heavily be medicated after op. So make sure So get ready for some odd predictions. So guys, send your love out to Wilf right now. TTF, let's join. All best wishes, prayers sent out for Wilf for his operation. Wilf, I'm sending you my best wishes, my brother. Hope you have a successful, everything stays blessed, and have a great recovery as well. But send your love to Wilf in the chat, people. I want to see that. I want to see that now. Sorry I'm late. We were out. That's okay. No worries, guys. Prison FC looking good with Benzema up top in prison now. Yeah, we've got Gylfi in there. We've got Mendy. We've got Benzema. We had Adam Johnson on the left wing and all them things. Awesome Diaby and Hennings. Leverkusen, yes. He's actually, he's not a Leverkusen fan, Moss. He's a Cologne fan. Yeah, he's a Cologne fan. But yeah, that Diaby's quality. Tish, Tereak Talks, Edmin, everyone's here. Good luck, Cream Bone. Yes, Grace, I remember when you had yours. Are you all recovered now, Grace? Is everything blessed with you? Oh, here we go, giving away. Hudson-Odoi. Shot, save. Poor, tame effort from Callum Hudson-Odoi. Love to see that. Thank you, TTF. So nervous, Tish. Don't know why. Edmin, alive. T Talks was sending me to Wolverhampton to find you. Oh, wow. Hey, Mama G. I'm hoping some academy players get a chance against Leeds. O'Brien, I don't know who O'Brien is, but I know who Rakzaki is. He's quite good. He's a big prospect. And Boateng. Ooh, is that the Boateng that? Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Let me have a look at something. Crystal Palace. Hasn't he been there for a while? Is he related to that other Boateng that used to play for you, man? I don't know who this Boateng is. Is it Malachi Boateng? But yeah, no Rakzaki. But yeah, man, interesting. See, like this is what I'm saying. Jay knows his things, man. Don't ever question Jay when he knows about Crystal Palace. He knows about the youth, man, and them thing there. Big up yourself, Jay. Big ups, Creebone Wilf. You do. Man United will be great. Yes, I did drop that one. Paxham's talking about Prison FC. Oh, yes. I'm up and running as good as new. That's what we love to hear. That's what we like to hear, Grace. I'm glad that is the case. Sorry, just fixing up my light there. When I was clapping you then, calling me Y, calling me Young Buck, T, not Y. Touch my people. Big love back to the TTF fam. Love always shown to you, Will. Big part of the community, big member. And you know what? Won't be here without you guys. So yes, gotta send all the love to you guys as always, as well as everybody else in the chat and anyone else who is just watching. Love to you all. Thank you for joining in and tuning in to Tereak Talks for this Chelsea versus Manchester United game, which is being absolutely dominated by Chelsea. Had a couple of chances. Hudson-Odoi with the best opportunities. Can't take them. David De Gea coming up with crucial saves. I haven't seen Manchester United do anything of note at all. And the only time that Manchester United look dangerous is when Chelsea give the ball away, like they have here. Wan-Bissaka gets lucky. Ball breaks through him. Tries to play a nice 1-2. Alonso nips in. Bailly, definite foul there. Hudson-Odoi, yellow card maybe. Anthony Taylor, nope, because he doesn't like Chelsea, does he? I think Chelsea have got this, Grace. Tell her again, Tish. Moss, I have a question. Does NFL start the same time as the Premier League, or is it a summer thing? Ooh, NFL starts in autumn, ends in February. Great question. On it, Moss, see you there, bro. 17 games in their season, I think. It was less before, wasn't it? NFL teams don't play each other. NFL teams don't play each other in the league. They play a selection of teams. Yeah, to do. Oh yeah, staff like at Grace Stafford. It's I don't know why I read the last name. Grace. It's not like our proper football. We've got Brush in the place. How you doing? Yes, my brother. What's your thoughts on this game, Brush? So far, I'm sure it won't be too different from mine because you're a sensible United fan. You know what I mean? Yeah, Fred dispossessed there. Ziyech. No one's in the box. Reece James has a shot, goes wide. It's been domination, hasn't it? It's been Chelsea domination without a goal. Yeah, kind of was expected, would you say? But I'm blessed, bro. Hope you're doing well. We got Henk as well. Tereak, what's up, Henk? How did Cologne do this weekend? And just to reiterate, I'm sure it is Cologne, your team. That is your team because Moss thought it was Leverkusen. How you been, man? How have you been? And also, how have Cologne been doing this weekend? And where are you in the league? Actually, put that in while you're at it. September, yep. Super Bowl, early round Feb. Interesting. Starts in 45 minutes. It used to be 16 games in an NFL season. Only one team has gone unbeaten in a season. Not Arsenal. Hey! 16 games, you know. You know what I mean? It's not a lot, really. That's why it's quite short. Like, to be honest, if you look at the NBA, for example, I think the NBA seasons are a bit too long. I really do. I don't like how long the NBA seasons are. It gets tedious, I believe. If you're a diehard NBA fan, you're not going to want to see change there. But for me, as a casual NBA fan, yeah, nah, man. I want to see less of these games, these meaningless games. Yeah. And I want to see more playoff games. I want to see more games that mean something. And I'm sure it's probably better for the players too, because the players are being pushed to their limits. What's your thoughts on that? NBA, do you think NBA should have less games in a season? Here we go, though. Sancho in behind, can't get the ball under control. That's probably Manchester United's best opportunity in the first 40 minutes. The playoff is when American sports get interested. Yeah, it's true. It's spot on, bro. And that's, for me, that's when I'm like, you know what? That's when I tune in. That's when I really dial in and see what's going on. Got Josh in the place as well, watching his boys, Chelsea, dominate Manchester United. Hope you're doing well, Josh. How you been keeping, my brother? I love the NBA season, 82 games. Now we have a play-in. Love all the games for me. Oh, there you go. Ed's disagreeing with me there. Kevin Prince Boateng was a baller on his day. And guess who's the only unbeaten NFL team in is TT? Miami, my team, long ago. The Dolphins. So you've got so you just support the invincible teams across all sports. That's interesting, man. CHO needs to be more clinical. Yes, brother, he does. Josh, he should be 2-0 up if it weren't for CHO. If CHO could like shoot, that's where he really needs to develop in his game. I think he's similar to Saka in that aspect. They do so well, everything in terms of creativity and getting up to a certain point, but then the finishing leaves a lot to be desired. Lol, it's like if Americans came here and told us the games are too long to imagine they told us to reduce the time to 30 minutes a half. True, it's a big, yeah, true. Yeah, I wouldn't accept that. Nah, they tried doing that though, didn't they? Wasn't in what? Didn't they try and make the game like 60 minutes or something like that? They're talking about that like the hierarchy. What? So they're trying to make the game shorter, less stoppages, and when the ball does go out of play, the clock stops and them thing there. I'm sure that was the case. That was being spoke about at some point before the Super League, and then the Super League just blew that out of the water. Here's Reece James now. He's got two players around him. Man United doing well there defensively. Reece James does even better to win the ball back again. Ziyech gives it away. Bailly fakes. He loves that against Chelsea, doesn't he? Man United can't get out though. But here they are now. Matic, they are getting out. Rashford now on that left-hand side. 1v1 with Thiago Silva. Cuts inside as always. Plays it to Fred. Nutmegs on Rudiger, but no foul there. Get up, Fred. Rudiger's on it today, you know. Rudiger's not messing around. Nice little nutmeg, but no way it's a free kick or a foul. Fred, get up. That's a stupid dive, that is. Still, get up. Basketball has always been 82 games a season for me, and anything else would just feel wrong. Traditions, isn't it? I guess you're right. NHL playoffs are the best of all. Is Dan Marino an ex-Dolphins player? I don't know about that. That's indoor soccer, 60 mins. Wilf agrees with you there. Larry, Jim. Hello, Court. Mercury, Morris, and Manny Fernandez. What a team, 72 Dolphins. Who's getting a yellow card? Is it the first yellow card in the game? Scott McTominay. Gets himself a yellow card. Manchester born lad who's playing for, Scotland? Probably just an accumulation. I didn't see much in that free kick alone to give me a yellow card, but it's probably accumulation of fouls. Mad that Fred would probably suit Wreck-It Ralph Ball. It is true, man. Paxton, all this Fred. Hey, McTominay. I think McTominay suits Wreck-It Ralph Ball as well. Yo, I think McTominay and Fred, they ain't going anywhere. I don't think you'll see. I think you'll see more of Donny, but McTominay and Fred, I think you'll see them play a lot. T, who's your favourite player of all time, and who's the best player of all time? Guys, I think Jay's dropped in a gem here. I want to hear your thoughts on this as well. Guys, who is your favourite player of all time, and who's the best player of all time? Ball whipped in by Reece James, and it goes out for a corner. I don't know how much added time is on this game, probably a minute or so. For me, my favourite player of all time. It's a great question, bro. Okay, all right, I don't know. I'll think of my favourite, but the best player of all time has to be Lionel Messi. That's my goal. That's my goal. Probably because of my age. I think, yeah, perfect time for this question. It is half time, everybody. Who's your favourite player? The best player of all time has to be Lionel Messi for me, from who I've watched. The things that he's done on the pitch, the unbelievable, the skills, the assists, the goals, everything that I've seen Lionel Messi do, and on a consistent basis, Lionel Messi is the greatest player of all time to me. Better than Ronaldo, and I've seen Ronaldo. Sorry, Ronaldo's a machine and probably the greatest. No, not probably the greatest goal scorer of all time, but he's not on the same planet as Messi to me in terms of what he can produce on the pitch. I want to see players that do things that's unimaginable. That's how I watch football. That's why I appreciate players that do things that I think, I've not seen being done before. So Messi, man. And that's why I like R9, watching back a lot of his stuff for me was amazing. Ronaldinho, them type of players. Zidane, do you know what I mean? Even though Zidane doesn't have the numbers of these guys, but just pure talent for me. So Messi's the best player of all time. And my favourite player of all time, Thierry Henry springs to mind first. Sorry for that pause. But you know what? I see Matt G. I just looked at the comments and I was thinking of this guy, Matt G. I think that's probably my favourite player of all time. Cesc Fabregas. So yeah, Jay, to answer your question, I'm going to say Cesc Fabregas is my favourite player of all time. And the best player of all time is Lionel Messi. Matt G, I'm glad that we think alike. Great minds think alike, bro. Reece James has got to be the number one right back for England. Any thoughts? If it's in a back four, yes, I think number one. But in a back five, I'd still go with Trent. Going forward, Trent's just ridiculous. So is Reece James. Reece James is ridiculous going forward as well. But I think Trent is just edges it over Reece James. And in a wing-back position, it's all about what you provide going forward, not really necessarily what you provide defensively. In a back four, though, I would go for Reece James. So, yeah, that's my thoughts on that. Guys, if you let me know your thoughts on that one too. To be fair, David Dean also championed 60-minute clock with stoppage when the ball went out. So, there you go. I didn't know that, Wilf. I didn't know that. Thank you for bringing that up. Don Shula, legend coach like a George Graham combined with Arsene Wenger. So you're saying Edmin has been right about McFred all along? In a right system. I think in a right system, I think I think a lot of managers wouldn't mind having McFred in their squad. Not in their first 11, but in their squad. I think you'll see a lot of McFred in this current team. I think you will, with Ralph Rangnick. Afternoon all. I'm not watching the game, just here for the chat. Matt G, that's okay. Don't worry about it at all. We'll bring a lot of chat. Jay's putting a great question there. I want to see more of these at halftime. This or that. Do you know what? I've got some this or that questions for you guys as well. Let me run through all the comments. Top 5 of all time, maybe. Oh, top 5 players of all time. Top 5 players, I'm going to go with Messi, that I've seen, this is all subjective to me because I'm young, well, 23. So I haven't seen as much as some of you guys. So I want to hear yours more than mine, actually, because you've got more. You've probably seen more players. You've seen more of other players than I have. But for me, so I'm going to go with Messi, Ronaldo, Zidane, R9, and Ronaldinho. That's what I would go for. Shocking first half. We had some good chances then. Yeah, you did. It wasn't shocking from a Chelsea play, how you playing point of view. Just shocking that you've not 1-0 up, basically. Moss, I am into all sports, basically. I know my things. Yes, you are. Sports mad. Here we go. Favourite player is way too hard. The best of all time would be between Messi, Ronaldo, Johan Cruyff, Maradona, etc. Who are you going to go for, Paxton? Who are you going to go for? My personal player of all time is Scholes, but there are probably 30, 40 players better than him, but he's my personal favourite. Yeah, you could say the same for like Cesc Fabregas, couldn't you, really? Messi is the GOAT. However, no one comes close for me, not even CR7. Totally agree with you on that last point. But yeah, Scholes, I understand why he's your favourite player, Red. Ginger as well. That probably helps. Pele, Maradona, Cruyff, Messi, Dennis, Bergkamp. Favourite player, no-brainer, Thierry Henry. Couple of close seconds, Ian Wright, Dennis Bergkamp. But Messi, best hands down. I'm worried for Manchester United are playing 50%, so they are ready for us on Thursday. I don't think they are playing 50%. I think this is them playing at 100%. The fact that they are level at half-time is big credit to them. We're going to see what happens if Man United... they're showing about the pressing here. Look, I think they're saying it's probably a bit more organised, but that's right, a kickoff. Why are you showing me a kickoff press? That's probably one of the most easiest things to coordinate in football. Our tactics are working harder. Our tactics are working a hard-working first half. Now it's time to unleash CR7. Maybe Donny van der Beek, and who knows, Phil Jones in the back three as well. For Moss, Bergkamp favourite all time. My favourite player was Ronaldinho. No idea who was the best. Oh, guys, come on, know-how. Jump on the Messi gang. Messi versus Ronaldo, basically. Ed Scholes eats his daughter's toenails. I knew that was coming. TAA or James, yeah. Tishi M says R9. Not a bad shout, to be fair. Yeah, he was amazing. R9 was. My favourite is Zaha, and the best is Messi. Jay, my respect levels has just gone even higher for you. Yeah, Zaha's influential, man, for Chelsea, especially for people like fans, for Crystal Palace fans of our like generation. Yeah, Zaha's amazing. Oh, man, Zaha in the early days as well. I mean, Zaha's very good now, don't get me wrong, but raw Zaha, I think he was even more entertaining to watch. Because, you know, when you've got players that are young and fresh and they don't quite have that bit, like, Zaha's, don't get me wrong, I wouldn't say he's like the most refined player anyway, but when they're just playing off of like pure enthusiasm, like pure vibes, basically, I think Zaha was amazing. He was so enjoyable to watch. And he still is now, but like, it was a bit different. You know what I mean? A bit unpredictable, and I like that factor of him. Unpopular opinion, but I think Ozil is the greatest technical player I've ever seen play. Do you know what? I think he's up there, Matt G. And do you know what? I actually think Ozil, you guys might shoot me down for this, because Matt G, you've led me down a path now. I think Ozil is up there with the likes of Zidane, you know. I think he is. Shoot me down if I'm wrong. Ozil's up there with Zidane for me. Just didn't do it in the big stages enough. But in terms of technical ability and seeing what a player can do, yeah, ridiculous. And that's why I appreciate Ozil. And that's why I cut him a little bit of slack more than a lot of Arsenal fans did. Because I want to see players do ridiculous things that I can't do. Do you know what I mean? Or things that I can't even, not even that I can't do, because a lot of these footballers can do things I can't do. But do things that I can't even imagine. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, man. England should play a 4-4-2, TAA and Reece James right midfield. I think we've got so much going forward, Casey. I don't think you can play 2 right backs there. We've got so much players in the width positions. You got Sancho, you got the likes of Saka. You know what I'm saying? Smith Rowe, Greenwood, Grealish, Sterling, Foden. Do you know what I mean? Plethora, and the list goes on. ESR, Moss, here. Those are all OG GOAT categories. Top 5 players. Sounds like a 30-minute video idea for the Christmas period. Yeah, it will be good, those things, man. Top 5 players, man. Interesting. You calling us old T? No. I'm calling you experienced. More experienced. Ronaldo above Messi. There's the first one. Munzi coming in there. Not for me. Top 5 ever. Messi, Ronaldo, Pele, Di Stefano, and of course Phil Jones. Love the first half for us. I'll take a draw. Yeah, you are coming up against the title favourites, in my opinion. Team sitting pretty at the top of the league. I think you're lucky, though, to be 0-0 at half-time. But yeah, you're going to have to come out better in the second half, Munzi, for real. You're going to have to do a lot better in the second half, defensively, because De Gea's kept you in it a lot. I believe if Hudson-Odoi could shoot, it might be a different story. But yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Proper honourable mention, George Best and Zidane. Edwin, the Wolverhampton English Moss. Yes, he is. That's exactly what he is, Moss. and you're the Saskatoon. You're the Saskatoon Edwin. Saskatchewan Edwin. Top 5 of all time in no order. Pele, Maradona, Cruyff, Messi, Ronaldo. Pele gets thrown at him. A lot of his goals were in friendlies and a lot of his goals were in Brazilian league, but he did it in the World Cup at young age of 17. Maradona did it for Argentina. Cruyff revolutionized football, and Messi, you put Messi over Ronaldo. We've got Josh in the building. Hello, Josh. Hope you're doing good. How are you feeling? Have you recovered after that defeat yesterday? Yeah, you came in. Big appreciation, Josh. Thank you for coming in, my brother. Hope you're doing well. And do you know what, Josh, to welcome you, you may have seen it in the comments already. Your favourite player of all time and the best player of all time. Who's number 1 and who's your favourite player? It could be a Newcastle player. Don't go for any. If it's Alan Shearer, if it's Alan St. Maximin, you just love your Allens, don't you, at Newcastle? So yeah, my favourite player is Cantona. Manchester United. A lot of Manchester United fans will go for that one there. It's a big shout. Character, technique, just everything with Cantona. Ronaldo is the best, as Messi hasn't done it in all different leagues. Yeah. But I'm going to say this to you, though, Munzi. This is the argument that I'll go with. That is an argument that gets posed a lot. So you don't think Messi could do it in different leagues? Do you think that? Because I think it's mad to say that Messi couldn't do it in different leagues, because he's done it against the best teams in the Champions League. And do you know what? He single-handedly took Argentina into a World Cup final. I know they didn't do it. They came up against a very good Germany team in the end. If Higuain could finish his dinner, it would have been a different story. But Messi, this international thing that gets thrown at him as well, he single-handedly won them the Copa America, and he single-handedly took them into a World Cup final for me. So yeah, I think he could have done it in different leagues. He just decided to be loyal towards Barcelona. Even he didn't even want to leave this season. Do you know what I mean, man? Like, he had no choice. CB, we're nearly the same. Which Ronaldo? Best? Charlton, Cruyff, Hullet, Maradona, Pele, CR7, Lothar Matthäus, Zidane, Van Basten. There's about 20 up there. Big shouts there, Casey. And a lot of them that I haven't even seen. Unfortunately, I never got to see Charlton, Cruyff, Hullet, Maradona, Pele, Lothar Matthäus, or Van Basten live or anything like that. So yeah, it was a shame. Honestly, Ronaldo and Lukaku this season has proven how much better the Premier League is than the Italian League. Spot on. The Italian League, we saw what happened with Juventus against Chelsea, and Juventus what 8th or something in the league. No Italian team is doing anything in the Champions League for me this season, or for the next season either. I think the Premier League is that strong. Lev Yashin, Ferenc Puskás, Messi on, this is Ed's order. Messi, R9, CR7, Henri, and Matt Murray. My top 5 players I've ever seen. Yes, I know about your Matt Murray. Guys, in the chat, yeah, who does Matt Murray play for? Who's Matt Murray? Do you know what position does Matt Murray play? And who did Matt Murray play for? Ed, don't give him away. Don't spoil it, because I know you know, obviously. But for me, Messi is nowhere near. He played in the best team of all time and didn't win everything. He was useless for Argentina. Oh, wow. For me, Messi's nowhere near. He played in the best team of all time and didn't win everything. He was useless for Argentina. No how. Disagree with you there, bro. Disagree with you massively, because he has played for Barcelona when they haven't been the best team of all time, and he still won trophies. And I think that says a lot when you're that influential to a club. And the Argentina argument, he carried them into a World Cup final. He won Copa America last summer with being the top goal scorer, being the most assists, and being the player of the tournament. So Lionel Messi, for me, nah, man. For me, Lionel Messi is the greatest of all time. And because he stayed loyal, I think he gets felt hot, unfair criticism for that. Real Madrid Ozil, or like early seasons Ozil at Arsenal, man. Oh, he was amazing. PM, big up yourself, PM. If Ronaldinho had Ronaldo's professionalism, he would have been the greatest, in my opinion. Yeah, definitely. If he would have kept, I think I agree, because Ronaldinho did even more crazier things than Messi for me. Like, what? I think that's a big shout there, because when if you watch like the skills that Ronaldinho could do, the touches, all those things, Ronaldinho could have been the best of all time if he would have had the consistency, professionalism, mentality to do it at the top level for a prolonged period of time, for the length of the likes of Messi and Ronaldo. Ozil's skill level and footballing intelligence is world class. His aptitude and attitude, sadly, were at times League One. Probably right. What about Neymar? Unfortunately, nah, not for me. Neymar, I think a lot of it with Neymar, Tish. It's a good shout though, but for Neymar, he always injured in the times that you need him. Injuries played a lot in his career, and he misses too many big chances as well. Too many big chances in the vital moments. Josh is going with Shearer. All I'm going to say is he played for lower teams, and he's still the top goal scorer of all time in the Premier League. Big shout. Give credit where credit's due to Shearer, arguably the greatest goal scorer of all time, the greatest goal scorer the Premier League has seen, and the stats and figures say that. Paxton, Jose's mistreatment of Ozil at Madrid was worth jail time. I'm sure you could say that with a lot of players under Jose's tutelage. Ain't that right, Paxton? It's more of what Zaha has done, coming from the academy, scoring screamers against Brighton, just a club legend. Yeah, and carrying you guys a lot. That's what I was more thinking of. Zaha, Balassi were like righty and brighty. That's big, man. Zaha and Balassi were amazing to watch. Do you remember that? It was under Pardew, though, man. Imagine if you had a better manager than Pardew. It would have been amazing. Hank, I'm trying to watch this stream on the train, and it doesn't really work. I'm sorry, man. This is what I'm saying. You need to sort out them Wi-Fi. They need to sort out that Wi-Fi you're playing in the trains, man. Over in the Deutschland. Don't sleep on Shearer, however. Exactly. Bergkamp, by far, best technique, and Messi. Don't ever mention that Ozil again, or I'm off. Oh, Wilf's not a massive Ozil fan, by the looks of it. Sleep on Shearer, maybe Lineker for the best poacher of all time, and Alan Smith. Good shout. AC Milan lost to Sassuolo. Giroud in the mud. See what I'm saying? There's another Champions League team. Here's Werner now. Timo Werner blocked by Lindelof. Ball out to Chalobah. Foul by Rashford there. Should be a yellow card as well for Marcus Rashford. You can't have a Messi versus CR7 debate without with a Man United fan. Munzi and know-how, innit? Do you know what I mean? Munzi and know-how. Man United fans. They got to represent. You got to represent your goal at the end of the day. Do you know what I mean? Oliver Kahn, Thomas Muller, Gern Muller, Robert Lewandowski, Philipp Lahm, Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Franz Beckenbauer, and basically Bayern Munich players. How have United survived? Tell me about that, man. They're being battered, and even in the second half, they're getting battered again. CR7 or Brazilian Ronaldo, I take Brazilian. Gaza, that's because Barcelona wouldn't release him in his prime years, 22 to 29. Messi could do it anywhere in a team, phone or both. Hot take, Zidane, overrated for me. Wow. You got that one, goalkeeper for Wolves. Guys, there's so many comments that I need to catch up to. But you know what? I need to run toilet. I'm desperate. Sorry, people. I should have went at half time. I'll be back in a bit. Hold on. Don't go. Before I go, I've just seen Sancho give Manchester United the lead from a mistake from Jorginho. Manchester United have grabbed a goal. Wow. I'll be back, guys. You can roast me up in the chat. I can't believe this is Apologies, people. I am back. Sorry about that. Nature was calling. But yes, let me go back. Where's the comments? I was so behind. He was a goalkeeper for Wolves. He got that right, people. Ed giving his big shout out there. Let me scroll back to the comments. Sorry. Apologies. There was the Sancho goal. But here we go. Loftus cheat now. Oh, he can't find Timo Werner. And Timo Werner would have been in on goal then. 1-0 Man United. Sancho, look at the chat, man. Grace isn't happy. Why, Sancho? Why? Carrick could leave. Managers a 100% win rate. Edmund takeover. Ed, man, I'm blaming you. I had Sancho on my FPL and you said, oh, oh, Jay. Sancho 2-2 now. 2 in the last 2 games. I captained Townsend instead of Salah a few weeks ago. Don't listen to me. Ed, I'm sorry. I've never listened to you ever again. Ziyech giving away. Here's Fred now. Man United on another counter-attack. 3v3. Rashford tries to find Sancho. He gets it, and it's a good ball, and it ends up to Sancho. Fred now. Fred with a shot. And it goes. It's a tame one in the end. Man United looking dangerous on the counter-attack. This is going perfectly for Man United. I was overexcited from a good preview show, Jay. My bad. Carrick is the greatest manager on a win if he wins this. Man, I need a Werner. Yeah. Yes, you do. Here he is now, Timo Werner. Bailly, well defended from Eric Bailly there. But it goes out for a corner for Chelsea. He's not happy about that. Grace, as if we're getting beat by Slabhead's team. You're getting beat by Slabhead's team and he's not even in there. That's why it's happening. Alonso now with the corner. That's no clean sheet for Alonso and Reece James. I've just remembered that. I am mad. But Alonso whips in. Makes its way out to Werner. It's an awful shot in the end. It's an awful shot. Timo Werner, get him off, man. Get Timo off. Get Timo Werner off now. If Chelsea, if you want to have any chance of winning this, get your Timo Werner off. That is an awful shot from Timo Werner. He goes with it for the outside of his boot and he gets it well wide. Well wide. Oh, man. Bring on Van der Beek to bring on freshness to the midfield. Ed, don't worry, mate. I'll just turn off YouTube when I do the FPL. Oh, there's Lukaku there on the bench with his hood up. He sat there freezing cold. Get Timo Werner off, man. Please. Lukaku, you've got 30 minutes. Werner, biggest fraud signing of Chelsea's history. I don't know, man. They've had the likes of Fernando Torres, Gonzalo Higuain, Alvaro Morata. They've had all of those types of players, man. So don't you worry. They've had a lot. He needs to put Kai on. Yes, he does. Come on, Man United. I hate Chelsea. Yeah, they're going to be stepping in with confidence now. You do know that Wilf into our game or Pulisic. Wilf, I dislike Man United more than I dislike Chelsea. It's probably for the geographical reasons. Obviously, you're a London-based Arsenal fan. So, Rashford turns. Chalobah there. They're asking for a yellow card. Yeah, they're asking for a yellow card on Chalobah there. He's not a fraud. He's just bad at shooting. Yeah, but do you know why he's a fraud, though, Grace? Why people say that? Because when he came in to Chelsea, everyone was talking about the amount of goals that he scored in the Bundesliga. You'd expect much better from a striker with a goal-scoring record that he has. So he's a bit of a fraud in that way. Here we go, though. Man United have got numbers back now. Timo Werner takes too long to make a decision. Gets it to Ziyech. Get Ziyech off. Get him off as well. Rudiger, you ain't getting past Sancho there. Tuchel getting schooled by Carrick. Sorry, Chelsea fans on here, not your team. Yeah, it's probably people in the past. That's why I don't like Manchester United or the abuse that I got from Manchester United fans. James puts in a good ball. Lindelof defends it very well. I don't care. Just take all of them. I don't care at this point. T-Money, leave Timo alone. Can't believe you're calling Timo a fraud. Yeah, Grace, he's a fraud, man. I'm sorry, Grace. I'm sorry. Werner came with a big reputation and he's underachieving at the moment, but he can improve. He needs to improve in this game. Ziyech blocked. Man United looking to counter again. They're looking more threatening on the counter as the game goes on. Here's Rashford now. Hudson-Odoi keeps pace with him. Marcus Rashford. Hudson-Odoi does very well there. Trevor Chalobah gives it away. Poor Trevor Chalobah. It must be in the name. It must be in the name, Trevor. Oh, guys. Werner was, yeah, exactly. No chance Carrick picked this team in formation. I wasn't thinking that either. That's what I was saying, man. It must have been Ralph Rangnick having a word. Nope, they're bringing Ronnie on. Imagine Chelsea with Morata and Werner in a two up top. Would they even score all season? No. They'd have, do you know what? There'd be plenty of chances, but they'd miss a lot of them. Get Havertz on now, stupid man. Grace is not happy. Wow, I get so salty when we're losing. For real, Grace, you do. You even getting mad at me for calling Werner a fraud. But as if Sancho's the one that gave that. I knew he was going to go, nah, T-Money, this will give Man United a full sense of security. Oh, that's true. That's true. You know, they might try and step to us. They might try and get too cocky and then leave gaps at the back. Because if Man United set up like this against us, they'll win or at least grab a draw. But will they do that at home? Who knows? Here's Loftus-Cheek. Gets it back out right to Ziyech. In swinging cross. Poor ball. Easily blocked by Matic. Need any vinegar with that salt, G? Really, really needed Chilwell. Alonso's not been cutting it today, has he? Kai Havertz is like Werner from Germany. Could improve. I think Havertz has been better than Werner, though. We are lacking Chilwell. Honestly, I'm not happy at all. Grace, don't worry. There's still about 30 plus minutes left. Alonso is not a left wing back. No. He's a left wing back. He's not a left back. Here's Reece James now. Got time to cross. Well defended by Bailly. Chelsea corner. That's what you'll be hearing in the stadium right now. Alonso should... Yes, he should be, to be fair. You are right. Chilwell would have scored by now. Who knows? Alonso may have the last laugh in this game. I hope he does. Here is Alonso. Whipped in. Headed away by Bailly. Man United defending corners pretty well in this game. Back out to Alonso. Goes for the in-swinger towards the back post, beyond everyone. And, yeah, goes out for a goal kick in the end. I think this is the time where Ronnie will come on, I believe. Is Cristiano Ronaldo coming on at this point? Here he is, Cristiano Ronaldo coming on for Jadon Sancho, the goal scorer. Big substitution there. Alonso ain't coordinating with CHO like Chilwell would. I agree. That fullback link-up play, them two on that left-hand side were dangerous. It's a shame for Chilwell. How will AJRTM talk his team out of this if they lose? Exactly. Hit and run, Grace. Hit and run. Exactly, Joshua. Couldn't agree more. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. You are right, Grace. Joshua is correct. Oh, Bruno, the flick there. Alonso, he did well there to win the ball back. Bruno. The skipper for today. Yo, T, I forgot to ask you, do you know any set piece coaches? Because we urgently need one. The club will pay you. Oh, man, I've told you, man, about them set pieces. Oh, poor from Rudiger. Oh, Alonso kept it in, though. Well played, Marcus. McTominay with another foul, who's already on a yellow card. He may have to come off, people. I think Michael Carrick has to sense danger there and take McTominay off because he's giving away multiple free kicks now. But in terms of that set pieces, man, they'll cost you in this league, even when games that you dominate. Hey, you got a problem with the name Trevor T Money? I knew that was coming. I knew it was coming at some point. Well, we are booing Ronaldo. What's going on there? Because it's Ronaldo, isn't it? Ronaldo will get booed at most away grounds he steps into. Chilwell was more central. Then wide. Unlike ball whipped in, but it goes out for a goal kick. Is it a corner? Corner instead. Man United defending corners well in this game. Here's Alonso with another one. In swinging corner from the right. Marcus Alonso. And it's another corner for Manchester, for Chelsea. And people were saying Jorginho for the Ballon d'Or. Exactly. Beyond me, Paxton. We saw Jorginho's the one at fault for this. That's what I saw. I was about to leave to the toilet, but then you missed my reaction for the goal. Chilwell could be a striker at this point. Yeah, he was. He was playing up front for a lot of your games, Grace. Oh, physical. Thiago Silva goes down. And Taylor gives a penalty to Chelsea. Oh, Man United players aren't happy. Chelsea get themselves a penalty in the 66th minute. VAR will most and certainly have a look at this. Chilwell's a striker. CR7 let Tuchel risk Lukaku. I'm in pain. Yes. VAR, please. Look at that. We got a Chelsea fan saying yes. We got a United fan saying VAR, please. Is it an actual penalty? I didn't see that. Hang on, let me see the replay again. Penalty for Chelsea. Man United players are still protesting. VAR will be looking at this. Oh, they've checked it. I've seen Anthony Taylor's. Yep, they've checked it. They've checked it. That's what he's saying. They have checked it, people. Ed, what's that? I think that. Oh yeah, VAR. That's what I get you. I get you. Honestly, I just screamed the whole house down. Come on, Anthony Taylor. Sue. Oh, Grace, give me a bit too early there. Jorginho's got to rectify his mistake. De Gea saved his last two penalties anyway. A lot being spoken about here. Big. And guess what? Jorginho missed his last penalty against Switzerland, which could cost Italy their their World Cup spot. Werner, take it. Ronaldo, a jinx. We'll have to wait and see. Thiago Silva's hobbling back now. Jorginho, can he rectify his error at Stamford Bridge here? Jorginho, the Italian, the Brazilian-born Italian, stepping up. Yo, I'm sorry, people. I'm building it up. Anthony Taylor steps back. Whistle to the mouth. Whistle is blown. Jorginho steps up with that skip. And he scores. 1-1. Manchester United are level. Chelsea equalise. Jorginho rectifies his error for the Sancho goal from the penalty given away by AWB. Jorginho was so stupid. Yep, that's Italy, not Chelsea. F this. Right, I'm turning this off so I can react to this myself. So let's have a look here. Yeah, it is a penalty all day long from Wan-Bissaka. Definite penalty. Good decision from the referee. VAR would have given that anyway. But Chelsea, their tails are up now. Fred going in hard on Chalobah. This game's going to get crazy. Oh, wait. T, did you just do a fist bump? Yes, I did. He saw a little fist bump. Basically, I told you, man. I dislike Man United more than I dislike Chelsea. Okay. And I do, man. VAR on the peaceful. Oh, my days. Oh, man. You people. Yo, this is the YouTube thing, man. You're going to get clipped. AWB, a legend, a Crystal Palace legend. Always loves a draw. Here we go. Alonso now. I can see the Chelsea crowd are going at it. It's a penalty all day long, all day short. And we've got Story up in here. Messi crossed in, headed away. Tellez. Oh, it was nearly a similar situation for the penalty there. Thiago Silva. Chelsea sustaining pressure. We've got Story up in the place. Hola, gracias for joining. Messi eo melo dis Cristiano. See, I was so behind. Yes. Hola. Bring back Ole. Love that. AWB for me needs to be moved inside into an RCB position. Here's Timo Werner now running 1v1. McTominay, that looked like a foul for me. That looked like a foul on Werner for me. Here he is again. Getting physical again. McTominay and Jorginho. I don't get that. What was that little chest pump? For nothing. Anyways, AWB for me needs to be moved inside to an RCB position. I think it needs to be... AWB can only play at the top level in a right sense, in a back three for me, and in that right centre back position. I don't think he's good enough in the air either to be in a back four. Wan-Bissaka, I think he'll get found out aerially, but he's nowhere near good enough to be a right back. That's all I've got to say. Obs, that doesn't fix that pen there. It was just thoughts on AWB. Yeah. Think I am ahead of Bungle in the FPL this week. Well, here we go. Ball from Ziyech into Werner. Cuts it back. Alonso. Alonso plays it back to Loftus-Cheek, who shifts it to the left foot and has a shot blocked. Out left to CHO. Back post. James. Ziyech's right foot is horrendous. AWB just needs to come home. Simple. I've just broke my foot celebrating. It gets like that. It does get like that, Grace. I know what you mean. Oh, man. Current Tereak Talks prediction scores. Tereak Talks 8, TTF 8, and Ed on 6. I mean, if Chelsea score 2 more goals, bro, you're on 8 as well, aren't you? I mean, you're level, aren't you? Who's that coming on? Is that Jesse? Is that Jesse? Jesse Lingard. Oh, giving away again. Manchester United can't string passes together. Easy does it, Grace, as Moss has said. I did like a guitarist, like when they lean back on their knees and landed on my foot. Oh, wow. If he comes home, Jay, then my guy Ward will have no competition. We'll have competition, I mean. Lingardinho, Messi Lingard coming on. RLC underrated. I think he's been really good in this game. Loftus-Cheek has. I really do. Is Donny on the bench? If so, I think Ollie has called Carrick. Yes, he has. And he's on the bench. And he doesn't look like he's getting brought on either. But yeah, what's your thought? Hey, Rich, what's your thoughts on Ruben Loftus-Cheek? I want to hear your thoughts, actually. What's your thoughts on Ruben Loftus-Cheek? And has he been doing good this game? Ed? That knee slide. You're doing like the players, man. Even Jorginho didn't do that. Nah, man. Dragging the bottom, bro. Shame. Come on. Here we go. RLC. Yeah. Loftus-Cheek is good. RLC is the new Ross Bottom. I think he's better than Ross Barkley. We got Ferguson T. Told me he's... Well, I did... About world class. Good player. 2 injury prone. Yeah. That's what it is, man. Oh, I thought there was a chance there from the corner. It's a free players that were free there. 15 minutes plus added time. Well, He's Lingard. He's Jesse Lingard coming on. I love how he drives the ball in tight spaces. Yeah, he does, man. He's brave. He's a brave footballer, and he's very good. And he offers something different. Do you know what? He's the closest. Like him and Kovacic, they're two very good ball progressors dribbling. But if he stays fit, he'd be a problem, man. He'd be a problem for anyone. I would hate to come up against Ruben Loftus-Cheek if I was the defender or midfielder. I would absolutely hate it because he's someone who's going to take you on and he'll breeze past you. And then he'll drag, and as a defender, he'll drag defenders out of position because when you have to close the ball down and he leaves attackers free. So Ruben Loftus-Cheek, absolute quality for me. Better than Ross Barkley. Nowhere near the new Ross Barkley. Ross Barkley at least was fit, but, you know, just didn't have the mentality for me. T, have you ever been to a North London derby? I haven't, I'm afraid. I haven't ever been to a North London derby. I will go to one, obviously, if God allows me to, by keeping me alive long enough. But yeah, I definitely will go to one in the future. You know, I like players to take risks. Told you that for long enough. Exactly. His physique is good and can hold up play. Tell me about it. Eye for a pass. Technically beautiful in his I'm talking technically, not physically. A lot of, you know, Fiat 500 girls on Twitter, they'd say he's physically beautiful. But yeah. Oh, Bruno picks himself up a yellow card here. Rudiger's not happy, man. Very late from Bruno. Very, very late. It's a poor challenge from Bruno Fernandes. He's one more and he's suspended. Oh, man, why can he be suspended for the Arsenal game? Lingard back to the Hammers, maybe. All right, Jay Lings. He just needs to play more games now. Here he is. Speaking of the man, he's coming on for Marcus. He's coming on for his best mate, Marcus Rashford. Sorry, people, got saliva. Yeah, that's why a move to West Ham might be for him. Chelsea bringing on... Oh, what? Is Reece James coming off? Oh, no. I'm about to say, I saw him running off then. Mason Mount and Christian Pulisic coming on. Callum Hudson-Odoi coming off for Christian Pulisic. Mason Mount. These are the first substitutions for Chelsea. Marcus Alonso. Didn't get my clean sheet, man, or assist. Disappointing. They've changed up that left-hand side now. What formation's this? What formation is this? He's taken off Alonso. Is Ziyech playing left wing back? Is it Reece James? Reece James is playing left wing back. Oh, look at that turn from Loftus-Cheek there, man. And then Mason Mount can't trap a ball. Here he is. Reece James playing left wing back, man. Yo, what is this? Pulisic playing right wing back. Nah, man, why are you taking Reece James off the right for? I don't like that decision. Maybe I'll be proven wrong. Lingard coming on before Domini's criminal. He's not good enough for United. Just what it is with him, but no way he's a United player. Yeah, you like him. Here's Werner! Absolutely scuffs the opportunity. Timo Werner, get him off now. This fraud, look at him there, man. You know what? It's well defended from Wan-Bissaka, to be fair. Nah. I take that back. It's well defended from Wan-Bissaka. Do you know what? It probably weren't going in anyway. It's Timo Werner. When will players start picking up deliberate yellow cards to get Christmas off? Interesting. A lot of players are on like 4 bookings now. I know Lakonga's got 1 more booking left. So we'll have to wait and see, man. Richarlison missed today. He's played 12 games and he had 5 yellow cards. That's a striker right there. I used to hate Jay Lings because of the FA Cup final, but his story is so motivational and he's been through a lot. Yeah, he has been. You can't hate the guy personally. Do you know what I mean? He has a personality. He's very relatable. So yeah, man, credit to Jesse Lingard, but he's just not good enough for Manchester United. Mason Mount coming on. I know, your favourite. Classic Werner. Tell me about it. Werner. Yeah. Know how I'm stressing, if I'm honest. Where do we think Mount will end up if he chooses to go? Here he is now. Here's Mason Mount, Money Mace. To Ziyech. Straight down the hair's throat. Mount's not playing at his best at the moment, but he's not starting and getting good amount of game time. T-Money, North London, the lick, bro. Gotta go. Tell me about it. I will. I'll have to be all strapped up, man. Do you know what I mean? Strapped up. Nah, you have to be careful. You have to stay safe, but I definitely want to go. Oh, come on. This is crazy. Yo, basically, from what I've seen, Smith Rowe, I think Smith Rowe's a better technically gifted footballer. I think he makes better decisions in the final third than what Mason Mount does. But this is obviously off a small sample size, bro. So, yeah, because obviously Smith Rowe, yeah, I'm picking Smith Rowe. And there's Ed. ESR, no debate. London is blue. No, it's not. It is a 13. Until you get 13 league titles, come chat to me. But, yeah, Smith Rowe for me. Makes better decisions in the final third. Torch from Pulisic there. Pulisic. And he's a better dribbler as well. Reece James scuffs that over the bar. Shh. No, I didn't. Said it before and I'll say it again. If Mason Mount was half the player he thinks he is, he'd be twice the player than he actually is. Ed, not a great Mason Mount fan. I'd take Eze over Mason Mount in my team. Definitely. I would. If Eze was at Chelsea and Mason Mount, no, I'd take Eze in my team. Yeah. I'd say that because I said, like, I really love Eze, man. I think Eze's quality. Yeah, Eze is better than Mason Mount. Yeah. I'll say that. Eze is better than Mason Mount. Yeah, said it. I'll say it again. Eze is better than Mason Mount. When you win the Premier League, come talk to me. I'm so salty. Sorry, people. It's been a stressful day. I'd take Eze too. Come on, Jamesy. He's playing at left wing back, man. We've got about 9 minutes left. It actually looks like United will get a draw in this one. I really like Eze. Hopefully he comes back stronger after his injury. Yeah, exactly. Eze gets a lot of love from non-Crystal Palace fans as well, which says to me how good the player actually is. He's respected across all places. Eze, technically amazing, makes the right decisions going forward. Yeah, that's a baller, man. Eze's got huge potential. Do you know what? This is a big shout. Crystal Palace fans watching, Jay, Rich, anyone else that's watching. I think Eze has a higher ceiling than Will Zaha had. I think Eze will have a better career than Will Zaha as well. That's the big shout. I'm going to say it now. Eze will have a better career than Will Zaha. As long as you know Eze is better than Smith Rowe, we're cool. Yeah. It's one of them ones. I think we've seen. I really like what Eze has to his game, man. Creativity, goals. I think he has a better eye for pass than Emil Smith Rowe does. Whipped in over the bar. Big chance for Thiago. Oh, I think Thiago Silva and Loftus-Cheek got each other's way there. Yeah. Yeah. It was Loftus-Cheek, not Thiago Silva. Off his shoulder, weren't it? Oh, that's poor from Loftus-Cheek. Close your eyes. Mount wouldn't be in my England team, in my England squad. To be honest, we are happy with a draw against Champions League contenders. Would love champions. Premier League champions, contenders, and Champions League. But we love the win, but settle for the draw. He does bits for England. Nah, he doesn't. What did he do in the Euros, Grace? What did he do in the Euros? I couldn't believe the amount. He started, didn't he? Didn't he start the final? I'm sure he did. Shocking decision. Does he though? I have to say Pulisic is sick. He does bits and pieces. Grace. That's a big call, T. I think Zaha has been held back by staying at Palace. I agree. In his career. So yeah, in terms of like trophies and accolades, I think he has been. So yeah, here we go. Here's Reece James. He chops inside, whips it towards the back post, tries to find Lukaku. Can't believe this whole chat is dissing my team. It's Mason Mount, man. He's another one of those England players that have been poor since coming back from the Euros. Don't worry, Team Money. When you North London, I got my South London protection right there. I think Zaha's ceiling was lowered from his failed Man United move, but we know why that didn't work out. Moyes and his daughter at Grace, allegedly. At Grace Stafford, I have no issue with Chelsea, just Mount. Yeah, it's true. Here it is, Lukaku, though. Gets it out left to Reece James. Cuts inside. No foul there. Counter-attack opportunity. Wan-Bissaka. Oh, he does well there. Wan-Bissaka does. Gives it away to Jorginho in the end, though. Hakim Ziyech. 4 minutes plus added time left in this game, people. I'm going to try and keep my eyes on it for the last so I don't miss anything. Here's Mason Mount himself. Headed away by Bailly. Time and space for Matic to clear. Champions of Europe. Hey, look at this. Grace is getting tribal now. I respect it, Grace. I respect it. Mason Mount, the assist of the champion. Yeah, come on. We could have got the assist for that. It was a good ball, to be fair. Actually, now, disrespect. It was a good ball. Mason Mount needs to mature with his decision-making. Absolutely spot on. He tries too many Hollywood passes and shots when nothing is on. It could come good. Gerrard did the same thing coming through at Liverpool maturity. Hit the nail on the head. That's what it is, decision-making. And that's why I said Emile Smith-Rowe, from what I've seen in the small sample size, is better than Mason Mount because he makes better decisions in the final third than Mason Mount does. Now here's Man United. Are they looking to counter? Lingard ain't got the pace on Reece James like that. Come on, bro. Come on, you ain't doing that to Reece James, even when you got fresh legs. I'm getting defenses. I have to. What was this? Oh! Mendy gives it away to Fred. Fred. Oh, what is Fred doing there? Oh, my days. Man United could have nicked it there. Fred. Mason Mount reminds me of Danny Murphy, you know. Wow. Here he is, Mason Mount. Reece James. Back to Loftus-Cheek. Back to Rudiger. Now it's back left to Reece James. We could have built a whole shed with the nails by now. Exactly. It's true. 12 watching all the way through the stream. TTF is loyal. Get sharing, people. Loving this. Thank you very much for everyone supporting. Fred there. What's Fred doing in general? Still need to check Fred's passport. Poor Fred. Bless him. Bruno Fernandes is coming off. Is that for Donny van der Beek? Is it for, as Derek Ray would say, it's Donny van der Beek. Mendy, don't punish him. Chelsea have had 22 shots. Man U have had 3. Wow. Says it all for me. Matt, thank you for that stat because that's how the game's gone. Ollie ball in full effect without even Ollie being there. I don't do ifs or buts or maybes. I do absolutes. And I'm saying Ruben Loftus-Cheek is underrated again. Here he is, though. Here's Pulisic to Mount, who gets dashed off the ball by... Who wins it back, though, off a body. Mason Mount. Lukaku. Ziyech. Shot blocked. Hits McTominay in the face. He'll be all right. Who came on? Yeah, it does smack McTominay in the face, to be fair. Yeah, it was Donny van der Beek who came on. Ruben Loftus-Cheek. That's what RLC is. What does Van der Beek have to do to get a game? He scores, and he started in the Champions League in number 10, but yeah, came off anyway in the end. 15 corners to 1 for Chelsea. Utter domination. Utter domination. 33-34% possession. Well, Ollie did the same thing, run, tackle, and block a lot more a while ago. Oh, this is the goal, the Sancho one. Yeah, definite penalty. As if they had 3 shots, exactly. 22 shots, but only 6 on target. Only 6. Come on, Chelsea, get the 3 points. I don't want United moving higher up the table. We can go above them on Tuesday. Imagine. McTominay KO. Tommy Tuchel's not happy. There will be more added time. There is 5 minutes of added time, but there will be more. Can Chelsea nick it? Are they going to drop points at home yet again, like they did to Burnley? This is no lie though. Man United are doing exactly what Burnley did to Chelsea. It's true, and what we did to Chelsea last season. Scott McTominay, man of the match. Grace Stafford, you will be disappointed with a 1-1. Yeah, she has to be. I think she would be. Good question, Matt. Will you be disappointed, Grace, with a 1-1? Matt's question right there. We're about a minute and a half into stoppage time and game hasn't even started yet. So we're going to have about to, the 97th minute or something like that? Or 96th? Ronaldo gets himself a yellow card. Ronaldo get... Yeah. He probably could have got another yellow, Just clap him the ref then. Given away. Here's Loftus-Cheek again. Look at him drive him. Oh, Fred does well to win the ball back there, though. Here's Lingard. Ronaldo surely is offside. Just put your flag up, ref. Surely is offside. Ronaldo's in, cuts back, and... Oh, he was onside. Tommy Tuchel is incensed. Sure, I'm for he's offside. Oh, come on. Yeah, he's not happy. Yeah, he gave a corner. Ronaldo was offside there. Oh, man. He's great. Yeah, Chelsea were in the mud. I don't think so. McTominay, man of the match, really. Ronaldo, aggressive merchant. What, the 50th season? Nah, even before that. And this is more time. Tommy Tuchel gets a yellow card. Tellez with the corner. Can Man United nick it? Can they do the biggest smash and grab? To Fred, who gets it back out left to Tellez, who whips one back in. Headed away by Thiago Silva. Throw in, not a corner. Giving away to Fred. He keeps it back to Chalobah. Free kick to Chelsea. We've got about 20 seconds left. Here's Donny van der Beek. Foul by Jorginho. Yellow card. We're into added time right now. McTominay. Man of the match. Exactly. Laughing faces. It's a joke, man. It's a joke when McMahon's man of the match. Come on. We're into Eric Bailly's going to get himself a yellow card. Sorry for going silent, people. Man United. Just is Chelsea going to get one more opportunity? Donny van der Beek wins the ball off Lukaku. Ball is out right to Lingard. Well won back by Rudiger. Chelsea, are they going to have one more attack? Pulisic out right now. Here's Mason Mount. Plays it down the line to Ziyech. Back to Pulisic. Chance to cross. Pulisic. Oh, Rudiger. That was the opportunity. It fell to the wrong man at the back post. Sorry. Don't like either team, so a draw is perfect for me, says PM. Oh, man. Don't fall asleep. I was falling asleep then until Rudiger blazes one right over the bar. And that's going to be a draw. Aren't all people born up north, born middle-aged? That will be the game now, isn't it, people? Chelsea 1, Manchester United 1. Rudiger knows how big of a miss that is. He had so much time, he could have took a touch. And that's the game. Chelsea 1, Manchester United 1. Jorginho's error and goal got them a point. But Jorginho, I think the error isn't even more important. Look at Rudiger. He's gutted. Absolutely gutted. Could have nicked all and taken all the 3 points that they did deserve. But guys, look at that. The TT predictions. Tereak Talks 20, Ed 26, TTF 28. So I've made up some ground on Ed. I've made up a 2-point difference. Yeah. TTF are in the lead. Guys, at the moment, TTF in your predictions, you're going to be there for the win. Yeah. At the moment, you guys are going to be getting a giveaway at the end of the season, and a big one at that. Few got away with that. Let's go into the Arsenal game. Unlucky. Don't know how I feel about that. Yeah, I'd be disappointed if I was you. You should have won it. And it's dropped points in a title race that's heating up. Your rivals both won this weekend. And you still got to play your rivals again, ain't you, man? So, yeah. Appreciate that, Matt G. Thank you for everyone joining. Ed T Money, where he should, after all these Ndombele isms, sent it to you for the review show. T, you're doing. Thank you very much, guys. Don't go anywhere. Well, go anywhere. Go places. Get yourself a nice little break. I'll be doing the review show at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, I'll be doing the review show. I'll set up the stream now. I'll get everything all set up. Join me again for the Premier League review show if you are free at 8 o'clock. Stay tuned, people. Thank you very much for your time. I really enjoyed this one. Great stream, brother. Thank you, man. PM, thank you as well. Thank you to everyone who joined. Smash that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe if you are new. And join me again for the Premier League review show at 8 o'clock. Take care, people.